You know what time it is.
It's Monday, make money.
It's Make Money Mondays with Sean V. Bradley.
It's Monday, make money.
Hey everybody, this is Sean V. Bradley, CEO of Dealer Synergy, and you know what time it is. It is Make Money Mondays. That's right, it is Make Money Mondays. What time is it? I said it's Make Money Mondays. So let's make that money. Today is a very special, important episode because I'm going to talk about cause and effect. Cause and effect. Every action has either a negative or positive reaction. Every decision you make is either going to give you a reward or a consequence. What do I mean by that? Well, too many times people worry about, oh man, I'm not selling enough cars, or how can I sell more cars? Well, instead of just worrying about the cars, or the sales, start worrying about the behavior and the things that you need to do to make that happen. For example, let's go to an individual person, okay? So let's say you want to sell 20 cars, and let's just say that your closing ratio is 25%. National average is only 18 to 20%, but let's say you have a 25% closing ratio. To sell 20 cars, how many ups do you need to take? 80. Do you see how that cause and effect? So 80 ups is the cause. The effect would be the 20 car sales. I'm going to repeat that. If you up 80 people, you're going to sell 20 cars. That's a 25% closing ratio. So here's the reality. If you do not up 80 people, you're not going to sell 20 cars. Now let's cut this down because this is kind of cool. So what happens if you only upped 40 people? 40 people is going to yield you 10 car sales. Do you see how that works? Cause and effect. Cause and effect. You need to start thinking of what your actions and behaviors and things that you're doing are going to give you in result-wise. So to me specifically, using this example again, if you want to sell 20 units and if you have a 25% closing ratio, you need to up 80 bodies. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay, so now let's go through this a little bit deeper. Let's talk about an internet department. So if an internet department wants to sell, 80 units out of the entire internet department, how do you get there? Well, follow me. 80 units delivered, basically you're going to need to have about 160 appointments show. To have 160 appointments show, you need to make 320 appointments. To make 320 appointments, in my opinion, you're going to need 700 to 800 leads. I'm going to go through that again. 700 to 800 leads is going to yield you about 320 appointments made. Out of the 320 appointments made, how many people are going to show? 160 people. Out of the 160 shows, you're going to deliver 80 cars. So let's use that example here because I have a tremendous amount of internet departments and BDCs that follow my work. Each one of those variables has got to have a cause and effect reality check. I'm going to repeat that, cause and effect reality check. I mean, you could wrap that, cause and effect reality check. You need to have a cause and effect reality check. What does that mean? What that means is if you do not make those things happen in the cause section, the effect, the result's not going to happen. Specifically, let's go through the list. If you do not have 700 to 800 leads, you are not going to be able to make about 320 appointments. Let's be really specific. If you do not have 700 to 800 leads, you will not make 320 appointments. Even more specific, let me drill down on this example. If you only have 400 leads, there's no way in hell you're going to make 320 appointments. So you need to make sure the cause is that you have the right amount of leads, or the effect that you really want is not going to manifest. The second thing is if you don't make enough phone calls, if you don't attempt to reach these people, engage your potential prospects, you are not going to make those 320 appointments. Now, let's just say that you talk to the right amount of people and you make those X amount of appointments. You will not be able to get these people to show up unless you sell the value of what is different and better about your organization. And then finally, if you don't get the right amount of people to show up to the dealership, if you don't get the 160 bodies to show up to your dealership, you're not going to have the effect of selling 80 units. So again, cause and effect. Folks, I'm telling you right now, cause and effect happens all throughout your dealership. I want you to start thinking in that paradigm. What you do is going to open up what you're going to get, either positively or negatively. And as a matter of fact, if you like this information, you've got to check out Bradley On Demand, www.bradley On Demand, and we have different modules that focus on this and elaborate on this. Thank you, and remember, make that money, because today's Monday. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Make Money Mondays. If you liked it, you're gonna love Bradley On Demand. Bradley On Demand is the most advanced virtual training, tracking, testing, and certification platform. What does that mean? It's an online university. And if you like this information here, we have hundreds and hundreds of advanced videos, step by step, on how to help you sell more cars more often and more profitably, so sign up now.